Welcome back to the Rat's Nest. This is Chrome Rat. And as you can see, we are back in Kenshi with Blunt. Currently, we are mining out a piece of desert trash. What looks to be the ruins or remains of some large structure. Still missing an arm, but we do have a little bit of food. We are right outside of the town of Sho-battai, which is one of the United Cities. In our last episode, we were down here at the military outpost, if you'll recall. We watched some samurai take down a skimmer. Ended up butchering that skimmer and getting some meat, and making our way over to Sho-battai across the open desert. And now we're here trying to scrape together some money. Slow and steady. Unfortunately, it is dark out, which means our mining skill is going to be, unfortunately, impacted by that. But, whoops, since we don't have anything better to do, we'll keep mining here and hope that none of these passerbys mess with us and that no skimmers come to try to take us away. This is a very heavily trafficked area in and out of Sho-battai. Copper's worth more than iron, though. Oh, why are we not mining anymore? We will add mining to our jobs here in the bottom right by shift-clicking on the giant piece of junk here. Yeah, mining goes slow. Even at 4 times or 3 times speed, excuse me. But you'll see again, as I said, mining copper is a lot more lucrative than mining iron, because the average sell price here is 180 cats. So we currently would have 720 cats just from having four pieces of ore. So we'll keep building up. We have a little bit of food. We're not starving by any means. You can't see our rib cage. We have a little meat on our bones, which is good. We're still, again, missing that arm, but at least we have 2 legs, all things considered. There goes the rest of my food cube, which means at some point we're going to have to go try to drum up some more meat, or bread, or something. Oh! Don't panic. We want to run. Let's speed up a little bit. We want to run away from the skimmer and try to aggro it onto one of the guards here, like that. And then we will run away and let them fight it out. That was extremely dangerous and very scary, but I think we played it right. We still have a pretty decent run speed of 16 miles per hour, but we need to be very careful out there. And in fact, let's head into the travel gear shop and see if we can offload some of this ore and maybe get something in return. So 876. What do they have here? A medium backpack, 1,500. Small backpack is $1,000. They have a sleeping bag here, 605. We could use that. 1,179 for a ration pack. Let's see here. Looks like the skimmer got taken out. So let's cautiously run back out there and skin him. That is our reward for successfully escaping after he tried to come up and backstab us. Now he's dead. And we have meat. We also have an additional amount of cats. If I sell one of these, 28 cats, that will put me slightly over for a medium backpack, which I think is worth it. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And we now have our first backpack. Good work, Blunt. That will mean that we can carry a lot more items around as we continue our journey. I think we need to go back out and mine a little bit more copper. Because there's really not a whole lot of other ways for us to make any cats right now. So let's zoom out. I want to be a lot more cautious than I was last time. We don't want a skimmer running up. Like I said in the first video, everything is going 3x speed because we're traveling at 3x speed, trying to mine just a little bit more quickly. A lot of traffic in this area, like I said, but again, fortunately, we're close to the gate, so if something like that happens, our running speed is now 17 miles per hour, and we can hopefully at least get over there without getting ourselves killed. We're going to want to keep our pack in our inventory for now. That helps with our encumbrance rate. The backpack actually reduces your encumbrance rate if you have it on with anything inside of there. So it's better if you're trying to build up your strength to make sure you have everything in your direct inventory. I thought that was a skimmer for a second. It is a band of samurai. So we will keep picking away here. There is a skimmer back there. But he is far enough away that I am not too concerned about it. We also want to keep an eye out for any skimmers that are fighting other groups of people. That could mean that we could get some more meat, potentially, or we could get some more claws to sell at the vendor. One thing I'm going to do here is actually build a little campfire. Actually, the blue means we're too close, and I don't want to risk going any further out, so we'll save that idea. There should be a campfire in town, actually. We can cook up this meat. We are now losing hunger, so we want to make sure that we have a plan for remedying that. There is a group of traders here. Plank. We are still fairly weak. Our encumbrance rate is a good 26 right now. We want to get that up, up, up. 38. Looks like if we get a handful more ore, we can have enough encumbrance to really train up our strength a little bit. And I think that's the goal here. Right now, if you'll look, our strength is basically 1, right? It affects your physical bulk as well. So if we want to bulk up, if we want to go Giga Chad, I think it's a good idea to train our strength up. We keep climbing. We're at 52% now. That includes the backpack as well as that slab of meat that we have. Oh, I don't see any sign of skimmers nearby. And that's great. And that's great. We don't want to attract any untoward attention. Still chipping away here. Let's see what we got going on as far as encumbrance goes. We're at 54. We're getting very close. We want to get at least above 60. I'm going to go for 70 to give us a little buffer in case we want to build our strength beyond just a few points. It would be smart to mine up some more to try to get some more cash as well. So let's go up to 15 copper. That can change if we manage to get some loot from any conflicts happening outside of Sho-battai here, of which I don't see many. 64 encumbrance. We're still not quite heavy yet, I don't think. Yeah, we are heavy. 68% encumbrance means heavy for us. So, that means that now when we walk around, we are going to build up strength experience. It is dusk, so we are going to slow our mining down substantially, because if you'll see, right now it's 23, but when that sun sets, we're going to take the L on our mining skill. Our laboring skill. This is actually a little bit scary because if we're encumbered, we can't run. So if we do have a skimmer issue, the play is to drop our ore. Drop everything, really. Or throw it in the backpack. Oh, here comes a skimmer now. If we were to be attacked by that skimmer sneaking up on us again, we would want to throw everything in our backpack. Like that. Shift click it over. You'll see that it reduces our encumbrance by, about 35 points. And since the skimmer is walking this way, we are going to do a beeline this way. My hope is that that gets us out of hot water. There are 4 of them, 5 in that squad. That would have been pretty bad for us. Pretty bad for us. Let's walk that way. No skimmers on this side. Let's see what happens to this band of traders here. I'm concerned. That is a lot of skimmers. And those guys have basically sticks. 1 of them has gone down. 2 of them have gone down. I think this is a time for us to take the opportunity to run over there. 132 seconds and 104 seconds. If we can run over there while they're still distracted, we might be able to get a little bit of loot. Oh, here comes one right here. I think their pack animals are fairly strong. Alright, we are at this skimmer. We will skin it alive. There's a pack beast down. This skimmer also down. Let's go. Right here as well. Those pack beasts are fairly tough. Do we want to run to that one? I think we can make it. 2, 1, go. Okay, he is dead now. And let's loot this skimmer as well. Alright, we have cleaned up the skimmers. What is going on with this pack animal here? Let's just run over. Will he get up? Yes, he will. Okay. We didn't want to push our luck too much. Let's get into town. But first, let's put our weight back in to our main inventory. You'll see here we're at 70% encumbrance again. That's great. Our strength still 1, but we're halfway to 2. We're gonna move on over. All right. So we are at the gate. Let's head into the travel store. Nope, the travel store is closed. So during the evening, you're only going to have bars open, but they will still buy your loot. And you'll notice that our strength skill is now 2. We are going up, up, up with a high encumbrance rate. We do need to start thinking about how we're going to train our toughness. Look, I got a souvenir for my trip to the hives last week. You got a Lantern of Radiance? How exotic. What's it do? Let me see. Hold on a second here, barman. Who are these people? Ridley and Inu. Alright, let's see how much money we can get for these claws. We are at 3,040. I will keep my ore, because that is a chunk of change in itself. Is there a place in town here that might sell robotics? We have barracks, mechanical shop, probably not, but we can try the mechanical shop. We have a couple residences, a bar over there, a slave shop we want to steer clear, power station, a couple more storage facilities, a headgear shop, the police station, and the Thieves Guild. The mechanical shop may have what we're looking for. We also do want to go to one of these fire pits and cook up our meat. So let's head on over. Not too concerned about going 3x speed inside of the town. And we're not wanted or anything. We look a little bit like a vagrant, but we're going to cook up all of this meat. And you'll notice that Blunt right away ate a piece. We are hungry. This will allow us to survive longer and do some more training that we desperately need for our strength as well as our toughness. Now with toughness you need to get your ass kicked, so I'm trying to think of a safe way to do that. But that could be something for a later time. For now, we will just stick with our 73% encumbrance, and let's do a little walking around the town at 3x speed to see if we can build that up to maybe, I don't know, 10 or so. And right now, you'll see we're going up pretty quickly. Let's try to get that up to 10. Our sneak is going to go up as well. We'll just slowly grind that up. Both numbers going up pretty quickly. The sneak is actually going, or stealth is going up much more quickly. Still have a very homeless look about me. I am a tramp, I am a hobo. Pay no mind. Strength 4, on our way to 5. Pretty quiet in the city, otherwise. There is a lot of traffic in and out. Pile of dead skimmers. That worked out really well for us. Look how much money we have now. I am going to go into the travel shop now that it is open. and I'm going to buy a sleeping bag. Because if I get beat up, I want to be able to at least sleep it off. We also are going to want an advanced first aid kit. We're going to do 2 of those. Other than that, that backpack looks pretty cool, but we're short on cats for that. I think we're in good shape. Once we get an arm, if we get an arm, we will want that repair kit. But for now, we've got 2 grand saved up. So let's keep grinding away at our strength stat with a 72% encumbrance. We are halfway basically to our goal of 10. I don't see anything lying around, no loot, nothing like that, but I'm keeping my eye peeled. It would have been nice to loot that animal, pack beast, earlier, as I know they are traders and they have a lot of stuff on them. But that's in the past. We are now grinding strength. There will be more opportunities. It looks like there's another encampment over there, a little further down from Sho-battai. I don't have a marker on my map for that. It looks like a slave encampment. Noble's house, cages, slaver bar. Part of me is tempted to go over there and maybe turn myself into the slavers, just because I do want to train up my strength and such. And I think one way to do that is to become enslaved and potentially beat down some of the other slaves, etc. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and head on over there and see if we can get enslaved without getting killed. I'm not concerned about my backpack. I don't think the slavers are going to be interested in that. I am concerned about skimmers still, which that skimmer looks like it is in the process of fighting a couple of travelers. So I will make my way over there. It looks like he's taken them out. I don't know who they are, but maybe they have some loot. Discovered stone camp. That's probably where we're going, right? Stone camp. Let's do a run over here. I don't see any skimmers. I do see a bone dog. Oh, that's a pack bull. Okay, we're okay. And who got knocked down over here? Let's zoom in real quick. We have a manhunter who is dying. ×2. Maybe we can get some gear from them. Let's see. Again, I don't want skimmers around. Let's pause the game here. Paused. Okay. Very nice. We got some loot. And I believe we can make some room for it in our backpack. Like I said, the backpack will protect us to some degree. That puts our encumbrance at 70 again. And being out in skimmer territory here, let's just check the other body real quick. Let's see if he's got anything a little bit better. Take that. This is worth 166. That's worth 143. We don't want to wear any of the items. Maybe the boots is okay. We'll leave that chest piece. Well, let's take it. What's the worst that could happen? They're going to take it from me. If I get enslaved. Or I mean the headpiece. Okay, blunt. Let's move on to stone camp in the distance. We are very encumbered right now. So we're going to have to go very carefully. Because, like I said, there are skimmers everywhere. And we certainly don't want to run into one of those. We almost had a run-in with the skimmer earlier in the episode. He followed us into the city. But we were able to escape. Just barely. And a guard took out the skimmer for us. I don't know if our luck is going to hold out into the next episode. But we shall see. So let me get into camp here. What do we have here? More manhunters. Okay, these guys could be the ones that enslave me. Was getting caught part of your plan? Why, yes, it was. Better not there are enforcers around. They were about to enslave me. You guys, I'm here to turn myself in. Can I please become a slave? Let's see who is inside here. Maybe we can get some coinage for what we have in our inventory before we turn ourselves into stone miners. 40% fencing chance on some of this stuff. None of this stuff is going to fence very well. It's not really worth buying any gear from this guy either. I think our best bet is just to walk right into the slave shop, right? Are there slaves in here? Stone mine, right? We have slaves mining. Let's just walk over and see what happens. We'll turn our jobs back on. We'll X out of that. I wonder if I start mining this if he'll even say anything. Let's try to attack one of the slavers, maybe. They have clubs. I'm gonna just attack this guy. Let's see what happens. I'm getting beat up. Okay, I am down. They have enslaved me. They are also healing me. Okay, so I know this is a crazy kind of plan here, but we do want to be enslaved. I'm hoping they take me back to a cage soon. Looks like this slave master is monitoring the slaves working here. Come on. I am generally okay, though. So, we are a slave. But hey, wanted to thank you guys for stopping by. This is Kenshi, and this has been Chrome Rat. Stay tuned for the next one. Cheers.